Hi guys, Chess Learning for Life here, back with another video. And as you can see, things are not going well for Tan Zhongyi. And this is game 7 of the Women's World Chess Championship, and let's get right into the analysis. Again, we see a Sicilian, but this time an early bishop b5, which Zhu is just trying to mix things up. But although she already has some good results with this d4 and d4 line, but she mixed things up because Tan also mixed things up by not playing e6, and but now she still plays e6, and yeah, you still see d4. Typical Sicilian, open Sicilian, and here queen b6 is just forcing trades. Now you see another pawn on c6, pawn on e6, and another push for d5. d5. And as you could see, right here, knight a4 is kind of inaccuracy, but maybe he's aiming for a push on c5 like this, but then d5 still comes in. Yep, this was played in the game en passant. And here a fianchettoing the bishop, getting the long diagonal. Tan is trying to activate her rook, but it's staring into thin air. Not thin air, but staring into bricks. And now here, very nice fine, knight f4. But queen f3 defends tactically. Cause I mean, taking is the best move, which is played in the game. But then rook takes d3 and you can't take because it's too dangerous after king f1. And then if your bishop drop backs, this pin is very strong. And this doesn't work because of queen g3. And your queen has to go, the rook is dead. And then here, if you take the rook first, your bishop still needs to, you can't go e5 because takes and your back rank. And not even f4 because queen c3 wins the rook, right? So you have to go bishop d6 to defend this rook against this threat. And now there's rook d1 and back rank problems. You have to give up your bishop. So this defends tactically, but now bishop a6 just, I'm thinking of rook d2 doesn't prevent this because of discovery. And yeah, now things don't work because you don't have rook 81 anymore. And Zhu is trying to activate her pieces and trades a pair of rooks. I mean, gives black the open file, but not really a big deal because she's gonna trade this one off. But takes. She doesn't want to play opposite color bishop in games. Cause like take. Now your rook is stuck here, very passive. I'm just recommending bishop c8. But things are gonna fall. Like now here you have to give back the pawn. And after takes, like something like this, and this just opposite color endgame, and pawn advantage doesn't mean anything. Here, a check, but actually a sneaky move, queen g5 would have been better, putting pressure on the knight and this pawn. And this is basically sacking the bishop, but saying like this is very strong. But instead we see queen h4 check. Bishop goes back, but this loses a lot of initiative. Here a4 was the best move, and just kicking the rook back and then centralizing the queen once again, and just targeting this rook, right? Making it passive, right? Piece play. The queen is harassing all the pieces. Just this is what I call harmony. Like look at white's pieces, bishop and queen harmony, and then this knight is very strong standing here. The rook is active on the semi-open file, looking towards the d file. But look at black. Look at these two bishops, and then look at this rook. Where is it going? And then this queen is just standing here. Well, no one's helping this queen right here. But this just allows simplification. Simplification is always like trading off pieces. Is always nice when you have disadvantage in space and material advantage. But here Ju activates her king, and here just look at the king difference, and the pawn would be won back sooner or later. Here let's just observe these mistakes. Firstly, rook d5 would have activated more of the rook, but you can't take here. You have to use this time to kind of take this opportunity to activate your king. But taking here is just a good knight versus a bad bishop, and despite the pawn advantage, doesn't really mean anything. Like even here you wouldn't take, because this just gives up the good knight for the bad bishop, and this is just drawn. But Ju looks better at a4, rook b4 check, rook c4. I'm looking at this line. Rook back, and then king g5. And then this just allows more play with a4, because you can't take because this pawn hangs, and yeah, this just activates his rook. But then anybody still remember this move from this year's, or is it last year, but World Chess Championship men? Ding played this rook a8, which led to this rook f2 blunder, which lost the final game of the 14 games. Like, always remember bishop on the rim. Bishop on the rim is dim, right? Is it? Yeah. And just loses his pawn. I mean, yeah. Activates his rook, and here protecting everything. Check. Now nicely look at this bishop, like staring at this pawn, doing nothing right here, and it's almost getting trapped. Right here you can't do anything. But check. protect the knight, and goodbye, bishop. Even here, if you went back, oh, there's rook a7 check. Yep. So this concludes the game. Very nicely won by Zhu and Jun. Just squeezing her opponent into the back rank. The coordination was very bad for black, and this was the AlphaZero type of game, just sacking a pawn to squeeze her opponent, even though her opponent had the bishop pair. Just limit their space, and yeah, very nicely won in the end game by Ju and Jun. Well-deserved game. I really liked this game. It was very instructive. And yeah, 2 more games to go for Ju and Jun. Well, 1.5. But yeah, 1.5 points to go for Ju and Jun. I think she'll succeed in the next 3 to 4 games. And I hope I can cover those for you. And yes, I hope you like this video. Stay tuned for Game 8. Like the video, subscribe to my channel, and see you all next time. Bye.